Remove the wheel. We're going to use a 19mm socket. Take the lug nuts off. And remove the wheel. Using a 15/16 wrench, I'm going to loosen up the jam nut. Just got to loosen it, that's it. Now I'm going to use an 18mm socket, take this nut off. And you want to take that tie rod off. It normally doesn't come off that easy. You can use a special puller, or you can just hit it on the top with a hammer. Knock it down like that. Now we're going to unscrew the tie rod, and just make sure you count the threads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that was 18 turns, taking that off. So write that number down. Now I'm going to use some locking pliers just to prevent the inner tie rod from spinning. We'll take that nut off. You can use a 15/16 socket. Take that nut off. Take the locking pliers off. Now I'm using some hose clamp pliers, and I'm going to take this clamp off right here on the inner boot. There's a clamp on the inside of the boot. I'm just going to take a straight pick and slide it through the end where the clamp is secured. Just give it a tap. You want to spread the clamp. Once that's spread, you should be able to grab the boot. Just give it a pull. Just go back and forth and slide the boot off. Where the boot's going to go, just take a small amount of grease and just put just a little bit of grease around that on the inner tie rod. That's good. With the new boot, we're going to use a wire tie to tighten that down so we can get that started on the inside. Slide it in position. Now on the inside, I can adjust that wire tie. And from underneath, I can just tighten this up. I can use a pair of wire cutters. Just tighten it a little bit more, just twisting the wire cutters. Just see if that moves, and that's good. And then I'll just snip the excess, just like that. And on the other side, we have another wire tie. I'll put that on the same way. If you want, you can reuse the clamp. And we'll just tighten this up the same way. And just trim the excess. And put the jam nut on. I'm just tightening it down a little bit. Take the tie rod, and we're going to count the threads going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So put that back where it was, and we can line this up with the knuckle. Put the nut on. Get the nut started. Now I'm going to torque this nut to 26 foot-pounds. Once you torque it, you want to see where the cotter pin hole is. If it's not lined up with the castle nut, you want to tighten it a little more. That's lined up. There's this side. Take the cotter pin, slide it through. Using some side cutters, just bend the cotter pin. Just fold it over like that. Oops. And then trim the excess. Now tighten up the jam nut. Snug it up good. If you can get a torque wrench to torque it, you want to torque that to 44 foot-pounds. That's good. And put the wheel on. Put the lug nuts on. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts down to 100 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Just go around again, double check. After you're done this job, you want to bring the vehicle to a local shop to have it aligned so you don't have premature tire wear.